Hello everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with Inter Milan, where it's just so consistently inconsistent. It really is, which is why we've done some retail therapy. Juan Matias, the star of our season with Lyon, so no stranger to inconsistency, is now here with us. We have signed him up because he was going to go somewhere else if we didn't act fast, and I figured, you know what, I think we're going to be here for a while. I think we're building something here. What better to do that than a quality central midfielder? £50 million is what it's cost to get him from Lyon. 22 years old, brings down the average age of the squad massively. We've got a lot of good midfielders, but to have somebody else who, you know, is a bit younger, a lot more potential to go into. We know how good he is. He is the box to box midfielder of my dreams, and so to get him back, get him here, can play as Mazzala as well, but he's going to be box to box for us, is I think a really good thing. Only on 100 grand as well. Quite affordable wages from him. He was desperate to come here to just be with us again, which is nice, isn't it? So he has come straight into the team, and it has made, well, I mean, a slight improvement, I guess. Honestly, this form is just, I don't know. I mean, clearly our away form all season has not been as good as our home form. We have won every home game apart from obviously the Verona game, which we recorded, but all the other home games have been wins. All of our other defeats have been away from home or in a neutral venue. But yeah, it's still a bit weird. So, I mean, you know, sometimes it's good. 5-1 win against Parma, first of all, after last time's back-to-back defeats by Juventus. But then we backed that up with a 1-0 defeat to Torino. What happened? Well, let's just watch it. I mean, I have no words for this at all. Bajic, what he thinks he's doing, I have no clue. Just walking away towards the goal. And the worst part of it all is he only got a 6.5 in the end. And that went down in the second half. He was on a 6.7. It didn't affect his rating at all. He should be on a 5.2 for that. Utterly disgusting behaviour. Just walking away, like not even looking at what's happening. Unbelievable. That was then followed up by obviously a win, a 2-0 win against Bari, which was then obviously followed up by a defeat, a 1-0 defeat to Empoli, who are bottom of the league. They had 12 points at the time, so we helped them out massively. And then, of course, a win, a 3-1 win against Bologna. Capaferri, who of course missed that massive chance against Juventus in the Cup, did actually score in this game. His first goal for the club, so that's something to celebrate. And it leaves the Serie A table looking like this. I mean, the good news is we're in third. It's a podium position. If this was the Olympics, we'd get a bronze medal. That's good. But it's not enough to win the old league. We're 10 points behind Roma, who have played a game more. So that's, well, even if we win, 7 points. And Juventus, who have not played a game more. We are 11 points behind them. Now, they have dropped more points. They actually drew with Empoli themselves. I mean, at least they didn't lose. But, you know, they're not as bad as us. But still, dropping points against Empoli for them as well. But yeah, I mean, we have got a chance, theoretically, but it's not looking great really this season. But it's a platform to build on when you consider how bad they were last season. We've got 2 points less than they had last season with 14 games to go. So we should be smashing that. And hopefully we can add to that today. Sassuolo up first at home, and then we've got Roma, a tricky game away from home. We beat them at home back when everything was all good. We will see what happens today. But this is the team then for the game against Sassuolo. Obviously some changes. Bajic is still in goal. He's wanted by Real Madrid. They can have him. They can absolutely have him because he's been awful. Probably a new goalkeeper in the summer. I mean, his average rating is he's either really good or he's terrible. He doesn't have sort of average games. Very infuriating. But he's in goal for now. Back four is going to be Ruggeri, Bastoni, Bakula back in, and Hakimi. Although he's got an injury. What is his injury? I didn't even know he was injured. What is wrong with him? A twisted knee. I guess we shouldn't risk him. I mean, Manzella, he wants to leave, and he's been absolutely awful when he's played. Like, genuinely terrible. He should be good. You'd think he'd be good, but he's not. Midfielder's going to be Benassia. Matias, of course, has come in, and Vranks is going to be playing ahead of him. The young lad, Pasquini, his recent form as well hasn't been particularly great, so Vranks gets the nod. Did okay in the previous game. Moise Keane back in on the left. Orsolini's on the right-hand side, and Capoferi's playing up front because he scored a goal last time, which is more than can be said of our other striking options, including Lukaku, who's been okay. He's just, you don't want to use him too much. He's getting a bit tired. Should also actually say, in the 5-1 win against Parma, Acerbi and Hakan Yilmaz both scored their first goals for the club. They've been on the bench a bit more, started a few games, and we're looking at Orsolini's recent form, actually, which is awful. I think, actually, we might even start Yilmaz here, although Chukwueze is back from a recent injury. Do we bring him in, or do we go with Yilmaz? I'm going with Yilmaz, actually, but Chukwueze can come back on the bench. Right, this should be a nice, easy 3 points to start the episode off before the more likely defeat against Roma. But, well, we've, as I said, we've not been predictable, we've not been consistent, and this is a very competitive league. Serie A is very competitive in this save. Apparently, anyone could beat anyone. No one is unbeaten. No one's close to being unbeaten. I mean, Juventus have only lost one game, I think, but they still drop points. Roma drop points. Everyone else, it's a completely all over the place, mixed up league. Very uneventful first half, but we got a chance now. Capoferi's trying to get in from the ball from Franks. He doesn't do it, but the clearance only finds Manzella. Need an improved performance from him today. He's constantly asking for more game time. He's constantly unhappy. His performance has been awful, but Yilmaz has it. Can we see another impressive display from him? Keeps possession, just gives the ball away. So yeah, that's not going well. Chukwueze's on the bench, of course, if need be. Capoferi with a good interception, though. Back to Matthias, finds Franks. Moise Kean is there, and Moise Kean somehow hits the post from that position, and it doesn't go in. With one possession back, though, from the resultant goal kick, Yilmaz finds Capoferi, who goes round the goalkeeper and shoots at the defender instead. I think he did something similar in the cup. Corner from Benassia, looking for Bastoni, and Bastoni is found, but he can't find the target. And that's half time. I'm not quite sure how we are not winning, so I'm not happy with the performance. Franks is not playing well, neither is Ruggieri. You know, it's the story of the season, really. Someone's always playing terribly. Right, we'll demand some more, and I mean, we'll go attacking. Obviously, immediately a highlight for them. Bastoni with the clearance. Yilmaz trying to start a counter. He is. There's not many back for them. We were in here. We can get a shot away. Franks with the worst decision of all time. What was that? From that position, how has that happened? I mean, we're coming up to an hour gone, and we're entering no highlights mode. Moise Kean is playing okay, but we'll bring Sotil on for him. Still, absolutely nothing happening. Franks is having a terrible game. I might push Matthias forwards, bring on Bentancur. Actually, Ruggieri's on a 6.2. A 6.2? A 6.2? How? What have you done to deserve a 6.2? I mean, you saw the highlight in the previous game from Bajic. He was walking away, just walking back towards the goal as if there was no game taking place. He didn't get a 6.2. I haven't got another left back on the bench apparently because Corti had a bit of an injury, and I don't have Mendy on here either, so he's going to have to stay on. How do I not have another left back? We've got a free kick, good position for Benassia. Can he find the target? Well, kind of, but the goalkeeper was able to palm it away. And potential break on for Sassuolo. No, we don't get to see that, and apparently it was close to going in. Why is nothing happening? Oh, now it is. It's happening for them. Matthias with a clearing header. Sotil trying to get there. Can we actually... I don't really feel like we've even had that many shots on target, to be honest. We just hit the defender. Sotil, can he find a teammate? Just running away again. Just hits the defender. There we go. Brilliant. That was the wrong option, and now they can counter. I mean, what was that? What was that? They're in, and it's a save from Bajic from Raimondo. What? Raimondo? He's literally called Raimondo, and he's Spanish. He doesn't look very good, but what a name. Also, what's not very good is this performance, because it's gonna be. I mean, if we draw this, at least that'll be something. We've only drawn one game all season. We either win or we lose. And there's still time for both of those, more likely the losing, as coming forwards again, Sassuolo. Our home record is so good, I said. We've only dropped 2 points at home, I said. There's still time to make it a few more. Bajic with a pointlessly leaping save. Is this actually a highlight for us? Yilmaz touched it down to Lukaku. He's off the bench. Yilmaz does something useful and then does something not useful. Yeah, we're not winning the league this year. That's for sure. How we haven't won this game, by the way, I don't know. But we haven't. This was supposed to be the easy 3 points. That's absolutely disgraceful. You're all coming into training. I mean, I'm sick of these useless performances. I really, really, really am. Really, really am. I mean, I've said we're going to be here for the long term. That's obviously the plan. You know, a couple of years, 3 years, build our way up. If a big job, and I mean like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Manchester City, and certainly Juventus or PSG become available in the summer, we might not even get them, but if they did become available, I'm going to apply and I'm going to go, because I do think we can definitely build something here, absolutely, but I would prefer quick success, because why wouldn't you know? But I don't think that's going to happen, because the amount of jobs that become available in this save have been very, very limited. Right, is there any chance we could just sort of win a game in an episode and not be terrible, really? I mean, a lot of the morale is very mixed, I would say, at the moment. I do keep making them come into training every time we lose, but the thing is, I don't mind losing a game against an evenly matched team or a team better than us, and, as long as we play well, but we're not we're dropping points or losing games against teams worse than us repeatedly, and that's really irritating. So, time for some changes. We're going to play Servi on the left. We're going to play Chukwueze. Lukaku comes in. Pasquini comes in. And Hakimi comes back in at right back. That's what we're going to do. Will it make any difference? Who knows? That's the mystery of life. Now, I have considered switching to 3 at the back system for away games, given our away form is so bad. But we're not going to do that today. And that will probably means we'll lose. If we do lose, then that's something we might trial. Yeah. Basically, I just think we need better players. Players who are a bit more sort of fit and active and don't choke all the time. Matthias, I did not realise, has got a bit of a knock and is not starting at full fitness. So that's good, isn't it? He can come off at half time. Right, first highlight, and it's Roma coming forwards, although we put a few blocks in, but they're still coming forwards because we haven't made any attempt to actually clear our... we're just putting tackles in, blocks in, we're not actually getting the ball ourselves, and Mariba just scores really easily through the entire defence, as if they weren't even there. And Bajic is the worst goalkeeper I've ever seen in the entire history of Football Manager, seemingly. Absolutely awful. I mean, this is just... Right, so no one's really near him. We're supposed to be pressing. It bounces off the defender. I mean, what was anyone supposed to be doing there? What was anyone meant to be doing there? I mean, the thing is, if we're not careful, we could end up slipping out of the top 4 here, and that means no Champions League. In fact, I don't even know if 4th place gets you in the Champions League. The coefficient might have changed. Matthias, Servi's been bundled over. That's definitely a penalty. We're not getting one. Pasquini just shoots straight at the goalkeeper. Great highlight. But yeah, I mean, we're 3 points clear of Udinese as it stands. We are a bit more clear of Milan and Lazio, but it's going to be tight. If we keep throwing away games like this, some awful ratings already. Chukwueze with the corner, which is just easily cleared away. And not only is it cleared away, but it's going to be another goal for them. I mean, Solis is running through. The defence doing nothing. Hakimi makes a tackle, which is at least well timed. Truly awful. Chervy's just lofted the ball away completely aimlessly. They're in again. We get the block and their effort is wide. Disgraceful play so far. Absolutely abysmal. I mean, obviously Roma are good, but we are playing terribly. Matthias with a free kick. It's gone wide. He's been pretty much our best player and he's already really tired. I'm not going to chuck the water bottle yet. It's just not good enough. We started the season so well. Remember that? That was really good. I enjoyed that. It's all fallen a bit to pieces. I mean, we're still in 3rd. It's okay, but it's not great, is it? It's not great. Hakimi is injured, apparently. That was actually Chukwueze taking the throw. And the effort into the box. I mean, all the highlights pretty much have been at least partially us. But it's not, just nothing really particularly concrete in terms of a chance. And they're in behind again. I mean, we need to make some substitutions. Bakila's made a good interception. He's then just given the ball away without a moment's hesitation. Absolutely awful pass once again. Ball across. And it's 2-0. I mean, who can we sub? Because there's literally too many players playing badly. I mean, Ruggieri, He's on a 6.2 again. He's supposed to be our best player. You wouldn't know it based on his performances. Absolutely terrible. Right, you better come off because you're playing so badly. You're making a disgrace of yourself. Hakimi's injured, so I guess Manzello comes on. Matty's really tired. I don't want to take him off, but we probably should have to, given everything else. But then everyone else is playing absolutely dreadfully. I want to sub off everybody. I mean, Lukaku's awful. Chervy's awful. Chukwueze, awful. I mean, what if Matthias gets injured? That's going to be a problem. We're going to have to, I think, take him off. Just oh god. I mean, the front three are a disgrace to humanity itself. Absolutely unforgivable performance once again. I mean, Chervy just with a awful pass. I mean, what is this? Why we used to be good? Why are we now bad? I can't even go to 3 at the back because we don't have any more subs unless we play Benassia in defence. It's not really the system though, is it? Because we know it works. It's just the performances are beyond terrible in every way. Can we at least try and get an effort on target that we actually see? Truly woeful. I mean, just some of the worst football I've ever seen. Some of the worst performances ever. We get a massive fluke goal, an own goal from a poor piece of defending, a goal that frankly we don't deserve. Pasquini's ball in, Manzella gets in behind, which is good to see, and then Kuwande just plays it against Vinyas, and that is it's 2-1. I mean, is there a chance for a comeback for a point, which we absolutely don't deserve? There might be, you never know. Kuwande on the ball to Villa. We can just get a little bit of pressure. We can maybe nick something. We really don't deserve it. Our forwards have been terrible. We've got a chance. Bentancur intercepts. Back to Chukwueze. Gets it back. And we've managed to get an equaliser. There's still time to throw it away. But that's a little bit more fight. That's a little bit more spirit. We haven't seen any of that from the front 4 players who will all be getting fined a significant amount of their wages for some disgraceful, disgusting performances. But Bentancur rescues an equaliser, potentially a point here. We'll stay attacking because we look better. There's 5 minutes for us to throw it away. Here we go. Just give away a penalty. Yeah, great. What danger was there that you had to make that challenge, you absolute moron? Corti, again, he's another one. He's always kind of complaining, oh, I really want to play more football. Oh, I really deserve to be playing first team football. No, you don't. If you're going to do things like that. You're on a 6.5, having come off the bench. And luckily, you've not given away a penalty. It was just outside the area. But still, disgraceful nevertheless. They can probably still score from it. It's a great position. Wolf puts it in. And luckily, Bastoni gets it away for now. It's still going. Liao. Kuwande, I mean, this is going to end in tears. It hasn't. We've got away with it. There's 3 minutes to go, though. Can we hold on for a completely undeserved point? Well, we do. We at least don't go too further behind Roma. I mean, we've conned them, haven't we? We did not deserve that. Another woeful performance. But you know what? I'm going to now say, well done, boys, for getting a draw. Even though some of you have got 6.1s and 6.2s. Because that's how it works, right? That's what you got to do. Oh, well, 54 points. We have matched the tally Inter Milan got last season. We've now also, in this episode, tripled our number of draws, which is good. And we are undefeated, so that's the positive spin on things. Right, let's do this before we forget. Ruggieri, you got a 6.1, mate. I would say that is a week's wages because you've been awful for the entire recent part of the season. Lukaku, I don't know what you ended up on in the end, but half a week's wages I think is fair enough. Chervy and Chukwueze actually recovered their performances later on to just scrape respectable scores, so we can't find them, but what we will be doing is not playing them next time. Moise Kean back in. Left wing is apparently a massive issue. And Orsolini, Yilmaz, why not? Anyway, that is going to be that for today. I will see you again next time for more action. I mean, we've got 3 months left. We don't really have much to play for. It's going to be another trophyless season. Another season very similar to our Lyon season. We're heading for 3rd place. Maybe 2nd. Probably not. Maybe 4th. More likely. As it is the weekend now, to be honest, I might just play through the rest of the season and we come back for the end of the season with Torino and actually AC Milan before that. That might be what we do, because unless there's a massive collapse from Roma and Juventus, we're not winning anything. So, yeah, I think we might just sort of go through it. As said, if there is a really good job, I'm just going to go. But if not, we will look to rebuild and improve this squad for a better title challenge next season. Because we need to win something again at some point. We wrapped up the 3 sort of lower level leagues in Portugal, Holland, and Scotland really easily. Now we got into the top 5 leagues, we're struggling, but we need an opportunity, and there's just not been many good opportunities. And yeah, there we go. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's gonna be that for today. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more pain.